Can I do this? Can you do this, Chelsea? Yeah, you can. No, you can't. No, you can't. Abort mission. Abort. Hello guys, happy holidays. You're probably wondering where I have been. And I know that YouTubers are notorious for saying life got crazy, I got busy. I'm sorry, that's the nail polish I'm messing with, and things like that. And I don't want to give you that cliche, but or that, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to give you that, but honestly, it's true. I know you guys have wanted an update for a very long time about relationships and all of that, because early on in my YouTube life, YouTube whatever, career, whatever, I talked a lot about relationships and a particular breakup, and a lot of you follow me on like Instagram and things of that nature, so you knew that I was in a relationship for almost the last year and a half. Well, we broke up. So it's been almost, well, not in 2-3 days, it'll be 2 weeks. And I haven't really talked to you guys about it on this channel much, because I really didn't even know how much I wanted to share or anything, and a lot of people had things to say and comments because of things that I posted in the past, and I guess a lot of people weren't too thrilled that I wasn't sharing it, because in the past I've shared so much. I'm sorry that I keep looking down, but I don't know. So I guess it's time to share. And I'm not the type of person who wants to get on here and air out dirty laundry or anything like that. I've seen some people say some stuff and I'm like, whoa, why would you even say that? But I genuinely do feel like I've gotten to know a lot of you through this, and a lot of you have been here with me on this channel through a lot, and I didn't address a lot of things. One of the first questions was, is this the same guy that I dated before? Because on Instagram I had said some things, or I posted something well over a year ago that was like, you know, it's always been you, or something that alluded to the fact that it wasn't someone that I had just met. And you guys know that my previous relationship was also of that nature. No, it was not the same guy, but they're linked. I don't really know how much of this I want to say. I met him, this one, when I was 14, so it's been 12 years. When I met him, I know I told you in old videos that that was like one of my first serious boyfriends, the last breakup that I ever spoke about on here. Well, I was with him when I met this guy, and we became really good friends and talked for hours, and especially about the previous relationship at the time when I was 14. First of all, how can you really date at 14? Anyway, well, I know some of these little kids now, they doing too much. Just, whoa, slow down. Just, no, you don't even know. Well, anyway, and when that relationship with the last guy, this sounds so complicated, but really isn't. When that relationship ended, this one started. End of conversation. And we were together for pretty much all of high school, broke up, and didn't talk for like maybe a couple of months or so. Got back into contact when I was a freshman. We were friends forever, like, and stuff. That sounds bad. Friends and stuff. I mean, we had an on again, off again type situation, kind of. You know, this is more complicated. But we were really genuinely close. And honestly, the only time since I was 14 that he wasn't in my life was the last relationship, which was the relationship I was in when we met. This sounds so terrible. I hope you guys are following. That was the only time I was in that relationship, and he was in another relationship, and we were both in what we, I guess, deemed as serious relationships, and we were not in each other's lives because previously, you know, we just, even when I had other situations and relationships and he had other situations and relationships, we were still there, and our partners, whatever, couldn't handle it. And so when we got into those relationships, we broke apart. And I think that that might have been one of the reasons why the last situation was hard for me, was because, you know, we always had each other and we weren't in each other's lives. So I knew that when I got out of the last relationship, you know, it was weird because we didn't speak, you know, and we hadn't spoken in like 2 years. I'm gonna say it was about 2 years. We didn't speak like the whole time I was in grad school. And so it was like 2.5 actually, because it was 2 years. And then what had happened was I started to, you know, I was out of that relationship, my last relationship, for a year and a half or something like that. But the whole time I was in prayer, because if you guys know me, then you know my faith. And I really wanted something real. I really wanted what was for me. So you're gonna get into understanding why this is a bit difficult, because I'm gonna be honest with you right now, it's a pretty difficult time, and so I just really haven't felt like talking or recording or anything. I'm not like depressed or anything like that, but I started to feel like something was coming. Like I was praying, and I started to have this feeling like I needed to be prepared. I needed to be prepared because someone was coming into my life. And I can remember having this conversation with coworkers, and I was like, guys, you know, I don't go anywhere. I come to work, home, that's it. So where in the world am I gonna meet somebody? You know, I remember even telling like my parents, like, something's coming. And it was crazy because I felt like I had to have this crazy amount of faith that something was coming. And it's like, where in the world is it coming from, you know? And then like probably about May, I remember talking to one of my closest coworkers, and for some reason he crossed my mind. And I was like, I started to talk about him, and I started to tell her about him and that situation and like my past and how we weren't speaking anymore. And I didn't know why he was on my mind. I honestly didn't, because I had purposely, I guess, not thought of him in a really long time. And it was probably like a month and a half later, he contacted me. And I was just like, like, I didn't really know what to do. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to respond or what. So I really had to like pray about it, like, you know. So I responded, and we spoke, and it was really crazy because I don't know, like I really don't even know how to explain it, but I really felt as though I had the assurance that it was right. And I didn't even know when we spoke that it was gonna turn into that. I was just like, oh, we're just old friends, we're catching up. And then, you know, pretty quickly let me know, hey, you guys get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say what I want. Anyway, so needless to say, it's been almost a year and a half now at this point, and yeah, now that it has ended, I don't know. It's a weird situation because you feel like, you know, I want to be completely honest with you guys about my faith, because I feel like a lot of times people make it seem like everything is always peaches and cream, but sometimes there's times in your life when it's hard. And this is one of those where I'm kind of like, I don't really know what the purpose was, you know, because I had this crazy faith and this belief that there had to be a purpose, and I guess I'm just waiting now to know what the purpose was. I'm not gonna be like bashing him or anything like that. I don't hate him. I'm not like angry or anything like that. I love him. You know, I've loved him for years. I can't say that I ever stopped loving him, you know. And something just flew across my face. I don't know. I guess at this point in my life, I just really am waiting to find out what the purpose was of that, because I mean, it was really real for me. It's been really real for me for a long time. So yeah, I think, I don't know, like, I generally don't have the answers. And you know, I have to believe that God's ways are higher than my own, so whatever his plan is, I have to trust in it. But I just want to say, you know, I would say that it's hard for me because I feel like, and I'm not, this is not specific or to him or anything, I don't want that to be misconstrued, but I feel like we live in a generation where, you know, I look around at people and people are proud to, you know, I don't know, destroy relationships. I'm not talking about him, promise, and this ain't shade, I promise. I genuinely promise that this is not about him. But I feel like we live in a generation where people are like proud to break apart relationships and proud to just destroy things, and I'm not that type of person. I really want something real, and I really desire, you know, family and things of that nature. So I would say that's why it's hard for me, because, you know, my prayers were specific and I felt like they were being answered. So now it's like, okay, you know, where do you go from here? So that's kind of a little bit of what I've been dealing with. And of course, you guys know I told you a bit about my father. 2014 has just been one of those years. I'm like, I jokingly say it all the time, but whew, if I make it through 2014 with my mind, like in my sanity, I know it was no one but God. But yeah, I'm not, I guess I'm still, my camera cut off. As I was saying, I guess I'm just seeking some understanding at this point, and I don't want you guys to think that it was any kind of situation where it was like, hey, he cheated on me or anything. It wasn't like that, and it wasn't a hostile type of ending or anything like that. So I guess that also, I don't know, like, I hate to say like it would be easier if it was like terrible, you know. I don't even really want to speak on what happened, because I'm still trying to understand myself, you know. But that's what's been happening in Chelsea's life. So if any of you guys are here in this situation or are dealing with, you know, breakups and things of that nature, and if you're anything like me and it was serious, because I'm really genuinely not the type of person to just date because it's fun, and I feel like a lot of people do that. Like, that's not me. So if you're anything like me, these things are serious for you. So hey, I'm here with you. You pray for me, I pray for you. That's how it works, you know. And I'm not the person that's gonna be like, oh, I just can't stand him. I still pray for him. I'm gonna continue to pray for him, you know. That's pretty much all I can say about the situation. You know, you love the kid, but whatever. Yeah, so how are you guys? Sorry, I've been MIA. It really hasn't been intentional, but yeah, there's just a little bit of that. I will, you know, keep you updated as I used to before, I don't know, things changed. But love you guys. Peace and love. Bye guys.